Hi guys, welcome back to Nadine Life Diary. welcome. Please stay to the end, like, subscribe, share. If you're saying this for the first time, please and grab a seat, okay? Spare your mom. You did not see this by mistake. You were here for a reason. You watched this for a reason. You clicked on play for a reason. So I promise you, this ride, we're on a series to get ourselves empowered. We're talking about enrollment. I have a series. I have two more videos that were a debut to this. And this is the third video where we're trying to get our little ones to school with all the right things, attitudes, and knowledge, and empowering ourselves as parents to be intentional parents, to be active parents, to be present parents with knowledge and understanding, okay? So yeah, welcome, grab a seat, let's go. Today's video is gonna be about lunch boxes. I'm gonna be talking about tips and tricks around them, and knowledge is power. Definitely I believe in that. So beyond the lunch boxes, what else is there? What else do you need to know about the lunch boxes as you're sending your little ones to school? First things first, I'm gonna be giving some tips and tricks on what I do. If you're an immigrant mom and you just got here, what do you think about the lunch boxes? What do you expect is going to look like in the lunch boxes? I remember my son is a swallow guy, okay? He must eat okra soup every 5 p.m. That's a sure meal that you ask him every day. He's going to tell you that's what he wants to eat. That's a very sure me. So, and his food needs to be hot. So I forgot that part. So imagine me packing okra soup and swallow just to make sure that with the anxiety that, okay, I know that that's a sure bank and he's going to be able to eat it when he gets to school. And then it comes back untouched, meaning he did not eat that day. I freaked out. I was like, what's happening? Who do I speak to? Of course, the school bus is dropping your child off. That's not where you're going to check the child's lunchbox. You're going to come into the house before you check that. And I'm like, that's the first week of school. So what else am I supposed to pack? Is my child going to starve? Is my what's happening? And I also, not to forget to put the icing on top of the cake. The teacher wrote me a nice, kind note saying, please avoid strong aromas. Excuse you? What do you mean by aromas? But it is what it is. And I had to learn from there and to be able to say, okay, this is our new normal, this is our new reality. How do I how do I create a balance from this? I have had scenarios from friends, mom friends, that their kid will not eat in school. They'll bring back their lunches with untouched because maybe their peers are picking on them or making side comments or laughing at what they're eating, or they're just very shy of the kind of food they have that is different from other people. So like things like sandwiches, lunchables, which to me are empty calories, but well, it is what it is. It's the new reality, or pizza is the new reality. Oh, there was definitely a lunchbox culture shock for me. Growing up, things like rice and beans and chicken, do you know I would have killed to have something like that to go to school with? I mean, I would have been the talk of town. Or egg and plantain. But that's not the case here because that is where you are. Just set up the scenario. Nobody will tell you that their child is so freaked out to get lunch, rice, stew, and chicken right here. In fact, they'll tell you, I want Lunchable. If it's my daughter, I want go I want go I want pizza. That's exactly what you're going to be hearing. No matter how you don't like those foods, that is the scenario. That's what other kids are eating around them. That's what they're seeing, and they feel odd. And the last thing you want to do is to make your little one look odd in school. You want them fed. A fed child is a happy child. A happy child is a child that is going to be cooperative in school, is going to be sitting in school, that's going to be understanding. And when I there's something else. When they sent in a note, the teacher sent in a note about peanut. I was like, peanut is granite. Like we eat granite every day. Which one is peanut allergy? But yeah, you have to take notes of that. Not all of the kids eat peanut. So if you have that, so I'm like, why are they not taking the bread and the egg and the swallow? I would have killed for all these things in my time. In fact, in most schools, there's a no peanut bowl. Like no. No peanut snacks or anything like that. Not free zone. That's what they're going to put it as. But that's another thing that you have to put. So, the pain points we all feel about thermal struggles. My kids as a whole, they love warm food. So, the first thing I'm going to tell you that beyond the beautiful colored lunch boxes, there are some things you have to put into place, or there's some things you need to take into consideration before you're getting those lunch boxes. Is it going to keep the temperature of your food? Are you getting thermo lunch boxes? Thermo, that's the word. Thermo lunch boxes, they can retain more heat at a long time. But if your child does not care about temperature, you're good to go. You're fine. But if you have a child that cares about temperature, that will not eat at a certain temperature, when you buy those, I'm going to insert a picture of all those thermo lunch boxes, how they look like. Please pour in some hot water. When you open it, pour in some hot water before you start making the meal. Leave it for some time. And then when you come back to come and pack the meal, pour out the hot water and then put the food. It's going to keep the food at the exact temperature you want, or you're going to keep it warmer at a longer time. When you're getting those lunch boxes or water bottles, please grab multiples. If there are deals for two, buy the two. Because yes, they're going to get missing. The same way you misplace your own things, that's exactly how your child, some days, no matter how much you label them, I'm also going to be inserting there are some labels that are like stamps. I deviate. Let me go back to the lunch boxes. Grab 2 of those lunch boxes or 3 of those lunch boxes. You won't always want to have a backup. You don't want to be anxiously trying to search where to buy. How is it going to go to school tomorrow? How am I going to package your food? Grab an extra one just in case that one does not come back. While you make a case to get the one you currently have, you have something to put your child's food in. Grab several that are going to misplace them, or there's going to be a scenario where maybe they exchange it with somebody else's own and it'll take time for you guys to exchange it back. Okay, so now we're going to go to labeling. Everything has to be labeled, from shoes, socks, to lunch boxes, to school bag. Everything has to be labeled. Please, please, please do not write your name, especially if your child is taking a walk. Don't write their name on their backpack. You can, they have these stamps on Amazon. It's very easy. You customize it to your child's name and you stamp it. And when you stamp it on maybe their jacket or their socks or their lunch boxes or their water bottles, it doesn't go off. I have used it, it doesn't go off. So yeah, those are the things to take into consideration. So mommy, if you get that email that maybe the aroma of your food is too strong, don't take it personal. It's just for the betterment of the whole, is the scenario where you are in. If you have a picky eater, feed your child, send your child to school with the food that you know your child is going to eat. This is not the time to say, this is how I want the lunchbox to look. Some mothers will see how these Instagram mothers are doing their lunchboxes and they want that exact kind of lunchbox. That's not the case. If your child is not going to eat those things, those cute things of food, of what use is it? You're just wasting your time, wasting your energy, wasting your money. Send your child to school with the thing that your child likes, that your child is going to eat. If you feel that you need to try more stuff, start now. We still have a couple of weeks before the child goes to school. Start introducing those things. Cut apples or cut strawberries or waffles or pancakes. Start introducing those things to the child before that time so that you make sure that the child knows what it is and the child will want to eat. Very little things that we also have to take into consideration while being on this topic. Things like, can the child open the lunchbox? Depending on the age, and you need to create a scenario in your head. There's one teacher, and the average class is 12 kids. So, each kid is hungry. So the teacher is already overwhelmed, overstimulated. So if you can train your child on how to even open their lunchboxes, that's a plus for the child, and the child will be independent. The second thing too that you could help your child with is zipper. Maybe zipping up their jacket, putting on their jacket, zipping themselves up after they go to the party. Those look like tiny tasks, but they're a lot. They can be very big at the end of the day. The third thing you want to look out for is tying on shoes. Most of the kids, when they go maybe they have circle time, when they're done with the circle time and they stand up, or they have to do different activities, they take off shoes and they cannot put them back on. You can help your child with independence and also help ease the load on the teacher by teaching your child how to tie their shoelaces. So Those very little tricks can also help your child have a very good day at school. So, fall back to our lunch boxes. You want to mix meals for you want to mix meals from here and from where you're from. So maybe if you today you're putting some pizza, you're putting some apples, and you put some a little bit of rice, but maybe not with strong aroma, not so much of the aroma. Every DMV district has one guide for snacks. The cafeteria is compromising, so they have cafeteria, so they allow your child once in a while to go. They let them buy lunches once in a week, so they don't feel left out. I mean, what's the big deal? Teach them to advocate for themselves. If someone tells them that their food is smelling, teach them to tell them it smells like home and love. Give them words to say back to those people. Kids can be bullied, okay? And you don't want your child to be on the other end of it. So, yeah. A teacher once told me we love when parents send foods that their kids actually eat. But please follow our allergy rules. So, moms, balance. Let's balance it. I know it is difficult. You're thinking it's empty calories you're giving to your child. You don't think you're a good mom because you're not feeding your child the right foods. But please, once again, it's balance. If you're an immigrant mom in the DMV navigating lunches, drop your best hack below and help other moms. Or do you think I should make a printable DMV Lunchbox Survival Checklist? If it's a yes, I could make that for you. So just comment yes under and let's empower ourselves together. If in any way you found this video helpful, you picked up any tips or tricks from my end, please like, share, subscribe, and hang around. My goal is to build a community of moms, of empowered moms in the same time. Thank you and hope to see you in my next video. Bye bye.